Welcome, beautiful Gemini, to your mid-February messages. I'm so pleased that you are joining me for some wonderful guidance and insights and possible just connecting to your intuition is really the goal of my readings. I like it when people get confirmations of what their inner being was already telling them. That is my goal. I don't want people dependent upon readings, tarot cards, any of that stuff. The goal is to have a very excellent relationship with your intuition. So, with that, I would also like to say that if you resonate with this reading, please like, share, subscribe, and do know that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. And there are times in your life when you should consult professionals for medical advice, legal advice, all that kind of thing. So please know this is not to be taken as literal advice, okay? You are responsible for your own decisions, not me. I'm just a person. That's it. I'm a lovely person, as are you. So thank you for joining us. Let's go ahead and dive in. I'll be using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck and the Starseed Oracle deck at the end. So let's see what beautiful messages Spirit, God, Source, Love has to offer beautiful Gemini in this reading. I'm sending you so much love wherever you are. Alright, straight out the gates. Ooh, interesting. We've got the Five of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Sun. So, right away, the message with Five of Pentacles is I like to think of it as like, sometimes things come back up to the surface or similar events will come back around so that we can learn whatever it is that we need to learn. If we may have mishandled a situation in the past, the Five of Pentacles is a way of bringing that back up to the surface so that we can readdress it and make peace with those parts of ourselves. And some of them may have been so deeply hidden within us that we didn't see them for a while. But with the Sun card, at the same time, it's like no matter, this is like the most high vibe card there is in the deck, in my opinion. And it's fantastic news. So whatever is happening for you with this journey of reclaiming soul pieces, making peace with the past decisions, past lives, if that's what your beliefs are, just know that it's all gonna be for good, right? Sometimes it doesn't look or feel that way, and it really comes down to perspective, right? We can choose to say, oh, this is the worst thing in the whole world, and sometimes it really does feel like that in the moment. Terrible things do happen in life, and we have to heal from them, right? But there's an old story that I like about, a Chinese farmer who went through different trials, tribulations, and people around him would say, oh, that's so great, or oh, that's so terrible. And he was like, maybe yes, maybe no, because it's just attaching judgment to a situation and saying, this is bad, this is good. It's disempowering. So if we can turn it around and say, whatever it is that I'm experiencing, whatever it is that I'm seeing, or that it's being brought back up to the surface, or to the surface maybe for the first time, we can choose to control our perspective about it and make the most of it, right? We don't have control over life, but we can have control over how we respond to a situation. So let's get some more cards. You know, and also before I move on, like in this moon card, let's see if I can get to focus. In this moon card, there it looks like the sun too, right? And so the moon wouldn't shine without the sun. It just wouldn't. So, whoa, they went flying. Let me go get these. Okay. Of course, it was a night card. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Ah, I'm so excited. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. This is fun. This is really fun. I am getting a message that for someone, and this is not for everyone, so if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit, please. It might be for someone else. This is a general reading, so for some, there may be some fast movement when it comes to a partnership. And maybe you've been longing for it or wishing for it for so long. Sometimes we can maybe overlook red flags because we're just so excited to have a union. However, for some of you, this really is just like, okay, you're calling in. Maybe it's already happening. Maybe this is in the near future. But a very balanced partnership. Equal give and take is kind of what the Two of Cups can be about. That's what I'm getting in this reading right now. And you know, with the Five of Pentacles, you've done a lot of that work. You've done a lot of that healing. You've looked into a lot of these dark places in yourself and learned a lot of the secrets and been on that journey, right? And now, because of that, because you've been coming into alignment so much, you can make this rapid forward movement towards this more fulfilling, loving version. And this could just be union with self, right? Finally making peace with being who you are, finding your rhythm, what makes you happy, and having really strong boundaries, healthy strong boundaries about who's allowed to meet you with your cup of love. You know, you're not going to just give it to anyone anymore. Maybe in the past you've given it to people that didn't care about your cup of love the way that you hoped. But I'm sensing that that's all changing, right? And there are no right or wrongs necessarily, just lessons. So this feels very, very happy. Let's get a few more cards. We were off to a rough start there, but again, I like to look at things on the positive. You know, strengths returning, evolution, self-improvement, self-love, self-discovery. I'm not going to read reversals right now. So we've got the Hermit card. To me, this is really about becoming one with spirit, going on that spiritual quest, and really having, developing or having very good spiritual practice. Things that connect you to your inner peace, your inner guidance, your intuition, my favorite thing. And letting that be your guiding light, right? Sometimes we have to be alone in order to cultivate and foster that connection to spirit. So that is a beautiful thing. And you'll see that he also has a wand, right? You could also call it a staff or a walking stick. But the wands represent a lot of having to do with passion, or what, and not just like love, passion, right? In a relationship, but things that we are very passionate about in life. So it could be that you are passionate about human rights. You're passionate about caring for children, making sure that they are safe respected, taken care of, getting what they deserve. It can be about, well, I'm passionate about art, or I'm very passionate about, educating people onto how to have really healthy relationships with their finances sometimes. That's what I'm getting for some of you. And again, this is general, so take what resonates. But I'm getting that you're getting a lot of peace through connecting to spirit, and the more that you do that, the more that you invest in meditation. Sorry, my dog is snoring in the background. He's having his hermit mode on the bed over there, in his dream state. But I'm getting that the more that you build these healthy relationship patterns for yourself of connecting to spirit, taking time for yourself, that it really will help call in this Two of Cups, or help enhance this Two of Cups, Ten of Cups vibe. It's going to help a lot. And again, we have the Sun card. So this is like really great news. Really, really high vibe. For some of you, I'm sensing like a really rewarding partnership, and that it's coming in very quickly with this Knight of Swords. This is the fastest moving knight in the deck, right? I will say that it's not the Emperor. And the Emperor is the divine masculine. He's like all four kings riding, coming in hot. So we don't have the Emperor here, but it does look like it's a very rewarding relationship. So whatever it is, whoever it is, put their love to the test. Don't just accept it just because it comes along, or, if it's comfortable. But again, there are no mistakes, just lessons. Alright, what else for beautiful, beautiful Gemini? We've got King of Cups and the Three of Wands. So there is, King of Cups, come on, this is like this high vibe love coming through in this reading, for real. Again, I'm not seeing the Emperor, but this is still really excellent news, right? I don't know how this masculine energy figure is with other facets of their life, but when it comes to love, they're very, very loving, which is kind, and I'm getting that for some of you that's felt like it's been missing for a while. And you've been very patient and waiting, and that they have also been calling you in, right? I'm getting that both of you are involved with this Three of Wands card. You guys have both been calling each other in. Figuring out your business, and not just like, work business, but, life business, right? You're figuring out your lives, putting work into yourselves, going within, right? Getting right with spirit, your spiritual practices, things that make you happy and elevate your vibration and your state of mind and all that good stuff. Self-love. I want to pull one more card and see what else comes out. Yeah, I just feel like there's like an end to a lot of struggles, a lot of sad times, and you're calling in a really high vibe partner. So then we've got the Four of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So, and I did say that they're very good when it comes to love, but we don't know so much about their other life. And the Six of Pentacles to me is like it's kind of like the Emperor in training, in my opinion. Some people like to call it the breadcrumbing card. But paired with this Four of Cups, you might not see the full potential of this person yet. And it's good to wait and let that be revealed over time. Like sometimes when we want a thing so bad, it can feel so shiny and amazing and attractive. But then when we get to know them, or a little bit of time's gone by, we're like, you know what, they're not all that I thought that they were, right? So it's good to wait and let people reveal to you who they are on so many different levels. You know, how to, really examine whatever partner you may be calling in and say, okay, well, do they have habits that are really going to get on my nerves that I just can't, they're non-negotiable for me. They're over time, those are going to cause massive issues. Like if they're vibrating in a state of lack or worry or fear when it comes to finances, is that really an energy that will serve you in the long run? Again, there is only lessons, but if they're not where you're at financially, it can cause issues. It doesn't mean that it can't be overcome, but it can cause some issues sometimes. And then with the Four of Cups, like, yeah, I kind of already said it with, you might not see all that they are to become yet. And sometimes it's good to let them figure it out on their own. You don't want someone that's like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to be with you. I'm not sure. Or if they're being sneaky or kind of deflecting or making excuses as to why they can't see you at a certain time, or if they're canceling plans, that kind of thing. Just, those are red flags, right? So if they're not coming at you like this, really stable and balanced, like, run away. And again, I'm hearing this again, it's not the Emperor yet. And so I think that's part of the reason why I'm getting this energy about this Four of Cups. It's like they're not, you're not seeing all that they are to become yet. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is the Emperor in training, right? So let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles. Okay, so sometimes this can be a guy that's just, or masculine, I don't want to say guy, because it can be whatever sex, gender, whatever, non-gender. Sometimes this is a person that's just like too focused on their pentacles, sometimes to the point of neglecting their cup of love. And they may be trying to figure out how to balance these two facets of themselves. Sometimes the idea of love, if you've gone so long without it, or have had different traumatizing relationship patterns occur in your life, sometimes we turn to focusing on our money, our business, as a form of not facing that inner healing work that is to be done. And that's for us. There's so much to be gained from doing that. So, but this is also someone, high vibe. I don't want to just speak on the low vibe. High vibe, this is also someone who's conquered a lot of their demons, and is very stable, and wants to provide for you. So, put them to the test. If they're a true king, ooh, come back here. They'll be willing to treat you as such. That they'll treat you, how a king would treat their partner. And so, I mean, historically speaking, kings can have nasty sides too, right? So, again, not an emperor, but still, really high vibe. Good signs. They aren't pages. They aren't, but this person may be coming in and being a little hasty, and maybe there is a possibility that they are looking for a relationship in order to fill some sort of void. People do that sometimes. No judgment with that. Something that we do. sometimes, not all people. But sometimes we can just be a little hasty because we're just so excited to have, this high vibe. It feels very balanced, very loving, like it feels very stable, like you've been wishing for this person. And then with the Sun card, it's like, yeah, this could turn out really well. However, with the Sun card, the other thing is that even if this person has more healing work to do and they're not quite an emperor, either way, you're going to make the most of it, right? You will come out on top. Gemini, you're very good at that, in my opinion. And, you need someone that can handle your both sides. So let's pull some Starseed Oracle cards. It might be one, it might be a couple, and just kind of see what kind of wisdom or guidance, insights they have on this reading that we just did. And be patient. Self-love, self-love, self-love. Boundaries, 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 right? And it's attractive to say no sometimes, to make people wait, to push them away, to be unattainable. If they're not willing to put in the work and chase you, get out of here. If they're expecting, look at this, karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So, I want to pull another one. I just feel like put it to the test. Be very honest with yourself about whether or not you think this is actually good for you. And you know what? You could date someone for a while and change your mind. You can do that. People are allowed to do that. Just watch out for those who are super clingy and controlling. We want none of that. Sometimes the King of Pentacles can be like that. We don't need none of that, right? Nada. Okay, yeah. Love this. So, when it comes to partnerships, if we're focusing on a lack or a want or a desire, sometimes it can create tests, rifts, separation from having a healthy relationship, a divinely guided relationship. The fix, right? This says called, souls, gifts, and training. It's time to set up. The fix is focusing on your soul purpose, your connection to God's source, to love, whatever God or universal energy that you pray to. I'm not trying to press any kind of religious views on anyone. But the more that you focus on your soul's calling, your self-love, it's going to help bring in a very high vibe relationship. It just does. And sometimes we also need to make peace with the possibility that maybe we're not meant to be in a relationship at a certain time. Right? Things are on universal timing, not just I want it right now, and I know I'm ready, and I know I'm deserving. It's like, yeah, every person is deserving of love and having healthy, happy relationships. Every single person. But that doesn't always mean it's the right time. But it is always the right time to get straight with your soul's calling, what it is that you came here to do, to express your from your heart of hearts, what makes your soul and heart sing. With the work that you do, the gifts that you offer the world, it can open so many doors. For some, I'm hearing that it's to journal about this. Journal about what it is your soul purpose is in this world. And see what comes out. Maybe you already know. Sometimes we already have that inner vision inside of us, but we have limiting beliefs as to why it can't happen. And we're moving away. It's always time to move away from limiting beliefs. Always. So journal, spend that time meditating, connecting with your inner self, your intuition, your heart. The heart is a portal. It really is. And we come into this world alone. When it's time to go, we go alone. I mean, yeah, some people say, yeah, people can die at the same time, but essentially we're all autonomous, sovereign beings, and it's good to be at peace with yourself and with the life that you live. It's really important. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna show this last one. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition. Turn your gaze within. I feel like this sums up the reading perfectly, no? And there's a picture of this labyrinth, right? And that's the soul's journey. It takes us many places, shows us many things, and it's all about perspective, right? We can say, oh, this is terrible, I want to just hop across all these walls and go straight to the center, to the good stuff. And it's like, hey, no, the journey is the gift. The journey is the good stuff. And as some of us know, most of us, I would say, is that things that we work hard for and have been patient for and have earned through diligence and honor, it's so much more rewarding when we receive those gifts at the end, right? So keep loving yourself, developing your intuition, blessing others, blessing yourself, blessing your food, blessing your water, blessing your car, your home, whatever it is, whatever possessions you have, bless them. Bless other people for having things that you are still calling in and are hoping to have in your own life. Bless people that have that. Wishing ill upon others will help cause separation from you having the thing that you're trying to call in, okay? There's no room for hate. We don't do that around here. We love, we bless, and we leave up the karmic crap to the universe to deal with. We don't have to take on other people's karma, right? We can see red flags when they come along and say, hey, you know what? I can see you have a little bit of work to do. You don't even have to say it. You can just know it and send people on their way with love, and walk your journey and stay on your path. Don't let anything deflect you or take you off your path, because it's yours and no one else can walk it for you. So with that, I'm sending you so much love. If this message resonated for you, please like, share, or subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Lots of love.